Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Audire Astra for another Powerwash Simulator stream. I am here with Tommy. Yes, hello Cole, Hatanashi Paladin. No, you're not muted. Yes, I'm sure. It's because Discord is stupid. Okay, now talk. It's because, oh,
there we go.
Discord changes the window for the audio source for your chat between various things, and so sometimes I have to reset it and sometimes it just works.
Weird.
You sound like you doubt me, Tommy.
Hi, how are you? Well, no, I just think it's weird that it does that. I don't know why.
Ah.
Anyway, yes, power washing. Woo!
Yay, yay. So, how's everyone's week's been? Anything interesting happen with to you, Tommy?
No. Unless you count a work meeting.
Oh, how was your meeting?
It was fine. It was the thing I was telling you about before that I'm not sure what to do about.
What?
Remember there was the thing with the time zone?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
About your, like, more hours?
But, like, Pacific time? Yeah.
Yeah, Pacific time is a bit awkward. I guess it's truly remote work at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Anyways, let's hop into the game. Let's see if the window capture is gonna work. It did not work.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, it is working. My camera didn't change though.
How does that keep happening?
Yes. Stream Deck. Let me try to fix that.
Oy. Maybe you're the real Scuffstra after all.
Rude. I don't have that much scuff, Thomas.
No, I suppose not. I just thought it would be funny.
There we go. Now I'm in the corner.
Why am I all the way over here?
Where do you want to be?
Closer to you.
Of course you do.
What?
Alright, here we go. Subway station. Oh my god, this place is filthy.
Hi.
Almost as filthy as Tommy.
Wow. Considering what Cole just said?
Stream Deck, more like... Wow, Cole. I thought you were above those kinds of jokes. Well, who am I kidding? What? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
But let's pretend that I was. Or that I did. Oh, anyways. So, I was thinking about a new stream series. Because what I found on Twitter was this new academic journal called the Journal of Controversial Ideas. And the article that piqued my interest was this like 13-page philosophical treatise on why having sex with animals is okay. And I was like, you know, I've been wanting to do some like philosophy content for a while. And I'm like, this could be a good place to start. I don't know what other articles are being published in this journal.
Hi, Northy.
Hi, Northy.
Hi, North.
Yes. So just like 13-page argument, philosophical argument for why zoophilia is actually ethical, according to this author. I was like, you know what? I can talk about this. I can give my hot takes about this.
Oh no.
I want to see what else. So I'm thinking, doing a stream, or just read this journal, try to give summaries, just live reactions. I don't know if I'll read the articles out loud because that might get a little boring, but just try to summarize. And just give my, just react. Starship reacts to ethical hot takes.
Oh, hello,
I
Carmen.
don't know, something like that. Hello?
Hello, hello.
Audire, what side am I on again? Side? I'm outside.
Cool.
I'm in space.
No. Don't tell people to run away. That's rude.
Anyways, so I guess that's the question I'm proposing is, does that sound interesting to anyone? I think it'd be interesting.
Wait.
I find that kind of stuff really interesting to talk
You're
about.
gonna read unhinged journal entries, and then give your reactions.
They're academic papers, Tommy.
Unhinged
yes.
academic papers. You can't say, "Oh, that's okay. I hope whatever you're doing's going well."
What's a mercy? Come on, it's not that bad. You just have to read some weird takes.
Yeah, do that. It could be fun to do it I think I mentioned before, it would be also pretty funny to do a rational wiki deep dive. Just read all the
I don't know. That might get a little too political too quickly.
Yeah, fair.
Rational Wiki is also does not attempt to be very neutral in how it
that's
covers
what makes it
things.
funny.
True. I'm just saying this it lands you with certain communities. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I think I understand. Wikipedia doesn't hear. Paul?
Wikipedia is in the grand scheme of things, Wikipedia is one of the most neutral sources out there.
Anyway.
I know conservatives have this whole thing against Wikipedia, but that's mostly just because conservatives hate facts in reality.
Wait, anyone can... Well, yes, Cole, but those edits can be reversed, right? They have discussion pages about
that. That's not... You can do whatever you want on Wikipedia, but major changes get picked up unless they're on very obscure articles.
Yeah.
Your changes are going to get noticed very quickly. And so Wikipedia is a much better... You shouldn't rely on it 100%, but that also goes for everything on the internet, so...
Yeah. Hi, Rafe. We were just talking...
Because that's the thing, when you start getting more into academia, you start to realize just because something is said in a reputable source doesn't mean it's true either.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not an easy thing. sometimes you just realize those, like I brought up earlier with the Journal of Controversial Ideas, sometimes academics are just full of it.
Yeah.
And learning how to discern how and when they're full of it, I think that's actually very valuable as a life skill.
Oh, yeah.
Which is another reason why I want to do this new idea. It's also just because on top of I think it being fun, for me at least. I don't know if it'd be fun for people to watch. That's the problem. I know it'd be fun for me to talk about.
Shout out to the one paper claiming in full seriousness that duck lip poses are proof humans are hadrosaur descendants, which got published. What?
Duck lip poses?
It's like it's like a kind of like pouty face when you take like a selfie.
That sounds like a shit post someone submitted that just got past peer review, which happens sometimes. Actually, that happens more often than you'd think. Or just academics just submit troll papers and see if it gets submitted as like a ha, clearly the standards at this journal are way too low.
Actually insane. Oh,
okay. Well, clearly that journal is also not very great. Also depends on the journal, because a lot of journals these days are just basically just scams. You can just publish whatever as long as you pay them.
Oig.
Which is a whole nother problem.
Audire? Can I be slightly higher?
No.
But my chin is not visible.
Why do you need your chin to be visible, boy?
I don't know, it just looks like I'm peeking all the time.
What's wrong with that?
Oh.
It makes you look appropriately sized.
Yes. And as we've established, my model is not lore accurate.
If you say so.
Or maybe you're confusing that one with the every rock is actually a fossil guy that quickly went from wow, esoteric memes to, oh, we need to get this man help. Oh no.
Miss Northie, the resident dinosaur buff.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's kind of impressive how much she knows about dinosaurs and, like, just a lot of, like, animals in general.
I need to attach an extension on this.
Mainly dinosaurs and birds, which explains a few things.
Well, birds are a subset of dinosaurs, so...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there was that time that where, like, Northie was like, I don't know much about mammalian biology.
Yeah.
And she's like, placenta? I hardly know her.
Isn't that a nut?
What?
Isn't a placenta a nut? No, wait, no, it's like a... Isn't that
Are
like
you
part of your
thinking
belly
like
button?
pistachios?
No, wait. Oh, wait, it's part of like your belly button or something, right? No, it's the thing that... It's the thing that, like, you get yoinked out of you when you're born.
Yes. Yes, Tommy.
Placenta happens sometime after.
Okay, that was pretty good.
That was pretty clever. Oh no.
That's also how to tell Tommy's a dude version or moment.
What? Is this just a thing that women intrinsically know?
No, but they tend to remember it.
Oh. No, it's not pistachio. What was... There, I know there's something that's closer to that I was thinking of.
Pistachios?
No.
Well, Cole, it's not that knowing what placenta makes you a woman. It's you're more likely to not be one if you don't know what one is. It's like there was that one tweet going around where had like a picture of an IUD and just going like, "Okay, guys,
Oh,
okay, man,
yeah.
explain what this is." And I also showed that to Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy's like, "I don't know what that is. A miniature bicycle handle."
Yeah, it looks like the front. It looks like
something?
the front of a bicycle, like the front assembly with the handles and everything. It's like all it was missing was the wheel.
Yeah.
But no, you stick it somewhere very awkward, and it prevents Babby from being formed.
Yes. Good job, Tommy. You remembered.
The process seems like it would hurt.
It can, especially if it goes wrong. But normally if it goes right, you get used to it.
I don't.
Placenta
should be
is so
glad I don't have to
similar
worry
to
about
placenta pie in Romanian.
Oh,
Why would you want to prevent baby? For lots of reasons, Cole.
Cole.
The reasons are endless.
no! What is that? What is that type of nut? It's gonna bug me now. But it's like it sounds like placenta, kind of. I remember. It doesn't just start with a P. Like it's. Let's see. List of culinary nuts.
Good luck, Tom. Find the placenta nut.
What other purpose?
Good luck,
do?
Tommy.
Well,
Pistachio. Yes, that's what I said, Northy.
I don't think it. I feel like I do mean something
Pistachio.
closer. I feel like there's something
Pimiento?
closer.
I have no idea what that is. Walnut?
Walnut.
I don't think walnut's what Tommy's looking for. That doesn't even start with a P.
Walnut. Macadamias. No.
Are you even trying, Paladin?
Peanut. Yeah, no. I think Paladin's just messing around.
I think she's just naming all the nuts.
The cafe
Oh,
cuties,
hi, Alex.
poppy skin. Hi, Alex. Hi, Fonty.
Hello, wait, who's Fonty? Another one of your friends?
Found. I think they found me through Frankie.
Oh, you have too many
Mally,
friends.
honey. Wow.
Can't keep track of them all.
Oh, hi, Aizu.
Oh, hi.
Wait, no game audio? Well, it's admittedly not like you're missing much, but... Oh, actually, yeah, Audire, hit the music.
Oh, yeah, good point. I forgot
I'll
about it.
pass you the aux cord. You better not play trash.
Wait, what? Oh,
Oh, wait, no one really said it's just...
there. Now you should be able to hear game audio.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to play one of my other background musics.
you notice the difference when the washer is on versus off? Oh, okay. You gonna play Despacito?
No. I'll play my end screen music, which I think is this. Yeah, it is. Play Darude Sandstorm. Thank you, Tommy. Now this video is going to get copyright claimed.
No! I remember someone sent me that song like years before it became a meme, so I actually knew about it by the time the meme came around.
It was a very famous song.
Apparently.
It was a famous song long before it became a meme.
Okay, you have to remember that like 80% of my licensed music knowledge comes from racing game soundtracks.
That's why it was in racing games. Or probably
Not any I played.
Or not? Oh, never mind then. Nuts that begin. Let's see. Nuts that begin with M or P, not P. Ah, good. Wikipedia has a list of edible nuts and seeds. Let's see. P. Pachira pandanus, peanut pecan perilla pinus, pinion, piper pistachio, pistachia,
Wait.
pitchitin, poppy
Wait,
seed.
Wait, hold on. They named a nut.
Coccinigua.
Wait,
What?
they named a nut after the Chinese alphabet?
What?
Didn't you say like pinyin? Or like something that sounded like it?
Pinion. Pinion.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Pinion the 9 Inch Nails song with a spooky music video. Oh.
God, Thomas.
Like, I knew it probably wasn't, but like it sounded close enough that I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Also, the Chinese don't have. Well, the other question. Why I was so confused. Like, the Chinese don't have an alphabet.
Oh. Wait, then what is that the term for? Is that just the
I mean-
Romanized? Or.
Yeah, that's just like the Romanized.
Oh. Sorry, it has been like. Almost. Wait, it has been like 10 years since I've partook. Since I've imbibed in any Chinese lessons. Unless you
That's
count that
your
time
plate?
I looked up how to
Yeah,
pronounce some of the
it takes
names.
some time to absorb just what the hell Tommy is doing before the true impact of his words soaks in.
Like the only relatively recent Chinese language research I've done is like how to pronounce some Genshin character names.
Anyways, the conclusion, at least according to Wikipedia, there are no nuts that sound like placenta.
Oh,
At
maybe
least
it-
the closest is
wait.
like pistachio.
Wait, maybe it was a bean.
All right, come on,
Let's see.
Wikipedia. List of edible beans.
Or maybe it was like rice or something.
Edible legumes. Parkia. Peanut. Pediomelum. Phaseolus. Pigeon. Pinquito. Pinto. Pithecillobium.
What?
Focus.
Definitely not that.
Prosopis, and that's it for beans.
Okay, I don't know what I was thinking of then. Why did it become less? Yeah, cause the last time before that was the last time before that was high school. So technically, it was actually more when Genshin came out because there was nothing for several years between them. Let me give you a branch.
Placentas are close to a bean. What? No, they're not. Placentas are nothing like a bean.
I don't know, Cole. Where are you going with this? What do you have in mind?
Placentas are like a very fat, meaty pancake.
Venus.
Oh, Venus slang, of course it is.
Wait, what's a
Tommy,
fat
why are
meaty
your
pancake?
friends like this? Placentas.
Wait. So that is close in proximity. Why are you talking about placentas? How did we get on this topic again?
I don't remember.
You sent it to me, Cole. Pimento? Maybe that's... Oh, you know what? Maybe that is what I was thinking of. Pimento. Not a bean, nor a... whatever...
Oh! It's because Northy just randomly said walnuts... Wait, no, that's not right.
Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple
No.
smell.
Okay, no, I have no idea. I do not remember.
Oh, right, you talked about...
talking about me not... that's
how we got on
why.
this whole tangent.
Okay, yeah, that's how we got on the subject.
And then I said that placenta sounded like a food. It might be pimento. I'm not actually 100% sure if pimento is what I made that is what drew the connection for me, but...
What's a pimento?
It's a pepper.
Oh, alright, a bean.
No, it's a pepper.
A pepper?
Yeah. What am I missing on this stupid wall? Stupid wall.
It does kind of sound like... I mean, some women eat their placentas.
Why? Is it like a... Is it like some sort of, like, health woo thing?
Yeah, it's like some kind of paleo health thing. Because apparently, women in the past would eat it and it contains important nutrients or something. So nowadays, some women want to keep their placentas and have it like ground up and made into a food or something. Yeah, a lot of animals do it.
Blech.
I mean, it's perfectly good meat. It's a perfectly good meat pancake. You can't let it go to waste.
What the? Oh, I'm sorry.
Although I guess it's not really meat because it's not made of muscle. But
Wait,
it's
it's made
still
of muscle?
tissue. Are you serious, Tommy?
Yeah, I thought meat was like its own thing. I thought you took the... I mean, when you gut an animal to eat, to make steaks, you take the muscle out, right?
No, what you eat is the muscle.
Like, I thought meat was the red stuff and muscles were like the grayish white stuff.
What?
That's not the bones, it's over the bones. It goes over the bones. Muscles are red. Oh wait, no. That's right. They are kind of reddish, but I still thought they were separate from meat.
Tommy, that red stuff, the meat, red stuff is red because it's skeletal muscle.
You thought like all of it was meat? If it's not bones, it's meat. White muscle exists in fish. Okay, that one completely. Sorry, the last time I took biology was middle school.
Tommy, this isn't
longer ago than Chinese.
biology. This is not something you teach in biology. Just meat is.
Look, I didn't go to a public school after 5th grade. Okay, there was.
I don't.
It's not like I had like a
I don't
skill.
know that this is something they teach in school. I thought.
Well, no, but like
this
we
is
didn't
just
have one of
like,
those. We didn't have like one of those meat mannequins in the you know.
Meat? What? This is something you should just pick. I think the problem is you never go grocery shopping because this is something you should pick up just from just shopping at the deli, or just like speak to a butcher.
I mean, most of the meat I see is already just like the piles of red ground up stuff.
Yeah, that's muscle. How do you not know that? I'm genuinely baffled how you don't know that.
Meat man. Yeah, like those dudes that they have in like nurses' office and stuff. Yeah, an anatomical model. It's like half skeleton and half meat man. It's gotta be someone's screen name now, Meat Mannequin. Curious about what you thought the purpose of meat was in a living organism?
Yeah,
insulation,
I think
cushion. I mean, obviously not as much insulation as fat, but...
What did you think muscles were for?
Muscles are for strength, for lifting.
Yeah, but
and like
when you go
physical force.
when you go to the grocery store and you buy like a steak, what part of the animal do you think this is?
Somewhere from the torso or like the abdomen.
Or you buy like a chicken drumstick. What do you think?
Well, that's from the leg, obviously.
Yeah, but like, what do you think the stuff on the meat on the leg is? Like, what do you think it's there for?
I just thought. Well, I mean, I thought it was to protect the muscle.
Attached to the leg bone.
Oh, I thought it was to protect the muscle.
Well, where did you think the muscle was?
I thought they stripped it out in like some process, like when you know, like when you hunt something and you drain it. Like I thought that was part of the draining process. I never watched the draining process for obvious reasons. Maybe I should have gone hunting with my dad, so I could have seen the whole...
It's the muscle. The muscle is the meat.
Okay.
That's what you're eating.
Wakarimashita.
That's why it's on the bone, because the muscle pulls at the bone. That's what meat is.
Oh. Did I think muscles are written? No. I thought they were like just like I thought they were something that you could just like yoink out separately from the meat. But that makes a lot more sense now, actually.
Your muscles work. They pull your bones. That's how they work. It's like
What?
like when you flex. I know in your case, if you flex and you make a bicep curl, that bicep is curling because it's pulling your arm. I know you probably don't.
Oh, you know what?
Have much of a bump there when you do that. But...
You know what? It just occurred. You know what else makes sense now? The whole like, my mom commented before on me being all like bony and stuff, and she's like, you need to like work out more and get some meat on your bones. I'm like, oh, it makes sense now.
Oh my god, you need to go tweet this. Just say like, I was today years old when I found out that meat is actually muscle. I guess what Tommy thought muscles were actually guts. Like what the stuff they pull out, Tommy, that's the guts.
Oh yeah,
it's
well
the
yeah,
internal
like
organs.
Well, I know they pulled it. Yeah, I thought. Oh, I didn't
And
think muscles
you
were
thought
internal
that was
organs.
muscle.
No.
But you keep talking about there's them pulling out stuff, but what they're pulling out is the guts.
Well, I thought they pulled
the
out.
internal organs.
No. See, I thought they pulled out the guts and the muscle. Hi, Jay.
If you pulled out the muscle, then all that would be left is skeleton.
Well,
if you pulled out the internal organs and the muscle, the skeleton's all that's left.
Like I thought muscles were like a fourth thing.
Yes, Jay-Wing, Tommy didn't know meat is muscles.
What?
Guts are made of muscle. It's a different kind of muscle. Those are smooth muscles.
Jeez. Oh.
That's why I said skeletal muscle. And yes, it's like birds and fish have like white muscles because they have a different type of myoglobin, which is the chemical that makes skeletal muscles in mammals red.
Huh. Okay.
I am baffled. Everyone is, Jay-Wing.
That's why it's called white meat. That's right, because white meat's always birds!
And fish, yes.
And fish, yeah. Well, no. Isn't fish like not considered meat? It's like its own thing.
I mean, some people, as a food group, yeah, some people consider fish to be not meat, but
And maybe it's also it might also be like a what do you call it? You know, the whole Lent thing.
I don't know. Yeah, there's also like a Bible thing where like in the Bible, fish isn't lumped in with the other like land meat animals for consumption purposes.
Fish are important in the Bible.
You are just realizing this now? Yes, J-Wing, he is just realizing this now. Now, what are you, like 29?
What? Maybe I should have seen about trying to get more biology classes.
This isn't a biology class thing, Tommy.
Cole, it's not that I've never bought food before. I don't go to like a butcher.
Tommy has never eaten meat before.
And like whenever I go to delis, it's always like all pre-packaged. Like I'm never there to.
He grew up
in.
He grew up in a vegetarian family. He has never eaten meat before.
Oh God, no.
He has only ever tasted soybean burger.
Oh yeah, no that no. They're.
He thought meat was a plant.
I'm in a country that
Meat
processes
something
the heck out of its
that
food.
grows out of the ground.
I'm also in a country that processes the heck out of everything. Like seeing meat in its natural state is not a common thing here.
I know, but still, like, I think everyone else in chat here knew that meat was muscle. Okay, I don't think there's much of an excuse.
Meat don't grow on trees. Now you remind me of that Camp Lazlo episode where they ate at Beef Lumberjacks, and they explained it because, you know, obviously everyone in the show is an animal, so it would be a little weird if they just had like animal meat to eat. And so, but like apparently they had like, you know, steak farms, and they just like gave them growth hormones and watered them.
Oh.
They just grew steaks in a field.
Actually, in my fantasy novel, the people, the net setting, they have meat trees as well.
Yo!
Although in that case, it's not like, in their case, it's not like the meat grows on the tree. It's that like, if you cut the tree open, like peel off the bark, it's meat inside instead of wood.
Okay, that's terrifying, actually.
Yes. And so it's like in the trees, like, well, the meat trees like writhe all the
Audire,
time.
why would you
And then
write
like it's
something
part
like
of the
this?
and that's like, so like the farmers have to do like, they have to exercise the trees, you know, to get them to grow up and with lots of meat. So they have to they have to make the trees writhe around a lot.
You have to hide your chickens from the government helicopters, otherwise they water them with hormones. True.
Sounds tired.
Yes?
Yeah.
Why would you write something like this, Audire?
Well, world building.
Why does your world building have to be disturbing?
Well, it's just, the point was just to be weird and exotic. And make it seem more like an alien planet.
Oh, yeah, sure. H.P. Lovecraft stories sure are exotic.
Why are you saying that sarcastically? They are exotic.
If you consider unspeakable horrors exotic, sure.
Tommy, what do you think the word exotic means?
Like, classy foreign? Like a vacation spot kind of thing? Or like an expensive dish? Or like an expensive car from like Italy or something?
Tommy, exotic just means that it's like different. It's like unusual.
Well, like when I think
Like,
exotic,
so yeah,
I think
those
of
things
like...
you listed are exotic,
Yeah.
but like exotic is also just much more than exotic doesn't mean good or classy.
Yeah, I guess that
It
is
just
more of a
means
cultural
like
definition.
different.
Yeah. Exotic butters. Yeah, I guess it is just more of a cultural definition, actually.
Yeah. So yes, HP Lovecraft is exotic. Okay.
Not my idea of exotic. Ugh. You're gonna take me to a farm? Oh, that would be neat. Believe it or not, wait. No. I think I've been to one when I was in elementary school. They gave us cornmeal in a little bag, and I held on to it. I probably should have
If you wanna call his weird brand of racism, I mean, Lovecraft did more than just like he achieved more than was just be racist.
No, for the time of rapidly turning.
Is Tommy going to a farm upstate? Oh no.
Wait. During the normal time. Wait, what? One alien species you got adapted to essentially grazing, burrowing in large flora that are mostly more plant-like, but structurally more animal tissue? Huh. Certainly novel for the time. I'm reading Northeast comment from earlier. Certainly novel for the time as well, to be fair, but rapidly turning cliche. Like, is it?
I mean, as it became more of a genre, yeah, people are overusing the eldritch horror tropes without really like properly appreciating what makes them eldritch or horrible.
Oh yeah, and then there's like that I just remember that like analog horror series where like there was a series of videotapes documenting how like Neptune had become mutated and was bombarding the Earth with radioactive waves that were creating like unspeakable horrors underground. And like
why underground?
People were I don't know, but like people were getting like converted too. Every fantasy
setting has a secret Cthulhu faction.
And you're not.
I mean, they're not secret in mine.
Gemini is green, won't stand. Wait, what? Gemini?
Like
is that what the series
eldritch
is called?
horrors are kind of a pretty major part of my lore and setting.
Gemini went,
But I'm very much trying to shy away from the whole fish and tentacles and water thing.
no fish.
And yeah,
That's right, you never did like fish.
no octopus. I mean, it's hard to avoid tentacles entirely. But like, you can make them not the fishy kind.
Why are they hard to avoid entirely?
Because if you need like some kind of limb that's not, mammalian, your options are, or just like, you want some kind of limb that just feels, very different and kind of disturbing. And tentacles, you don't have a lot of options to choose from. Oh, hi.
Alien Eldritch is fun, but I really appreciate how a lot of just draws from deep sea animals. Fair. An Eldritch aesthetic applied to the nightmares of the forest.
Lovecraft did more than just fish. Yes. No, Lovecraft did a lot. Like, Lovecraft did all sorts of things, but the kind of aesthetic that most people have consider Lovecraftian now is like Cthulhu / Deep Ones, which are mostly fish-based. So those are the ones that have stuck around. But he also had very famously, he had Shoggoths, which were basically, or Shoggoths. I don't actually know how you pronounce it, but which are just like primordial ooze, which is another kind of thing.
Wait, if you wanted a limb that wasn't mammalian, you could have like It could look like an arm, but it could be all like elasticy and rubbery.
Yeah, so, which is basically like, I think I consider that like, so you have like tentacles, then you have like hands, and then what you said is basically just right in between. It's a tentacle with a hand on the end, basically.
Like those things.
You can also do stuff like claws and stuff, but I think that's less viscerally horrifying. And the third option is like go something insectile.
Big.
And so so what I've ended up going with, or I should say, like I have also had like factions of Eldritch horrors. You could consider them, and so the more relevant one to the Audire lore, I'm going more with like an amorphous kind of shape,
Oh, yeah,
but
like
also humanoid horror. So this particular faction of quote unquote of Eldritch horrors is derived mostly by like melting down biological organisms, and so they tend to resemble more biology. So they're like transformed humans and animals and fish. So you got like humanoid horrors and more animal type as well.
You want a what, paladin?
You want to have a bunch of tentacle hands with hands and touch Tommy with them, is what she said. Which, yeah, I can see Tommy enjoying that. So Reapers for Mass Effect, I mean, yeah, I guess, but they're not technological.
Insect appendages are interesting.
Also, they're for part of this. Part of the reason they're also going to be more amorphous is because that makes them much easier to like model and animate. And part of so they're just going to be like amorphous black / some other color. I haven't decided what the other color is, but it's probably going to be red.
She's gonna win a bunch of sticky hands from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, those sticky hands. I think Dot Hack was a series that did the hands with on the end of tendrils.
Oh,
In their case, they were like very two-dimensional. They were, basically were sticky hands. They were two-dimensional, so like ribbons, more like.
Ribbons.
Speaking of ribbons, I also had another Eldritch horror character where instead of instead of giving her tentacles, she has lots of ribbons that basically function like tentacles.
Oh, like Sylveon.
Sure. Okay, Tommy.
What?
No idea. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just like, sure. Pokemon was not my first example, my go-to example.
Well, it was the only example I could think of. I'm pretty sure they do. Like it's been shown like picking stuff up with them before.
And the other thing I've tried to do to like make the tentacles different is like have them branch, which is not something that tentacles normally do. So for instance, I know Hatanashi probably remembers, but I did do that one experimental VTuber model.
Yeah, the eye man.
Yeah, with a bunch of eyes. And so that one, the tentacles on that one's branched. And that was my way of changing it up from the standard tentacle design. And so like another thing is like doing more like vines. There's another thing that might get a little more plant-like.
Oh yeah.
There's
Plant.
various things I've tried to vary it up on the Lovecraftian tentacles. Yeah, so for some reason, I don't know if you guys know this, every time Tommy scratches an itch, he has to say the word itchy. It's like, he just has to do it.
I think it
It's
started
like,
because like
Itchy, itchy.
I think it started because like there were times where like I thought my microphone was picking up the noise, or maybe I'm just trying to feel deader. I don't know.
What about something that isn't related to a creature? I don't know. I mean,
Yes, I do. Cool.
the problem is, I mean, Tommy has lots of things. But, I mean, coming up with things not related to creatures, like, what do you mean by that? Like, coming up with entirely original biology is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of funny, because, like, when ancient people, right, they tried to come up with some magic monsters, they would just, like, take different animal parts and graft them
The Minotaur.
together. Yeah, they're just like, oh, it has, you know, the tail of a
wait.
lion and the head of an ox and the wings of an
Audire.
eagle. What?
Audire, you have your death counter up still.
Oh. Tommy has died. That's fine. This is just Tommy's death counter.
What? I have not.
He hasn't died that many times that he knows of.
Body count.
Is there, is there body count? No, Northie, I've killed way more people than that.
What? This just became
Is that from
horror
Armored Core? Yes, it is.
stream. Being an ally, backups.
Is there her other body count? No. No.
Oh.
I knew you'd bring that up, Cole. I was like waiting for you.
What? I admit I would. Never mind.
What? I've told you, my other body count is 0, okay?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I would have been surprised and actually kind of impressed.
No. Han's backups won't remember everything the previous iteration went through. Exactly. That's why Tommy thinks he's never died.
What the heck? You'd be surprised but not impressed. Really, Cole? What, are those rookie numbers to you? Mr.
No,
Studmuffin?
Tom Cole's definitely of the opinion women should not sleep around.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh. You'd be disappointed. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh well. I think 50 with either would be last date of backup refresh. was 10 years
Cole
ago.
needs
Oh,
a
no.
virgin to sacrifice.
You are a prude except for when you're not.
You're a prude. That's a I don't know. I don't know how much of a misconception that is.
Wait, there's a town called Ble, Michigan?
Ble, Michigan? What? What brought this up?
Look, see? Look on the sign, see? Ble, Michigan. They look cool. So you, yeah.
Muckingham?
Well, look down at the 3.
I mean, we're supposed to be in Britain.
Yeah, but like, look down at the 3.
I saw it, Tommy.
Well, then why did you say
reading
Buckingham?
the other words.
Oh.
I'm reading the other words.
There's a town called. Wait, there's a town called Batman. In the game?
I'm sure there's lots of towns called Batman.
Power Falls.
Washing
Baltimore.
hands. Who washes their hand? You gotta get all the parasites off of it. J-Wing?
Yeah, it's like lettuce. They're all clean, fun with yeah.
House full of smoke, oven being cleaned, standing in garage. What?
Huh?
Is Northy trying to make steamed hams or something?
Yes.
That is done when you cook it. That only gets the ones on the inside, Jay-Wig. You gotta get the ones on the outside.
Does raw meat always have parasites on the outside?
I'm kidding, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Ham is pretty thoroughly processed versus just I mean, that doesn't really necessarily stop the parasites.
I wonder how.
Because the eggs can be very small and quite sturdy.
I wonder how speed runs for stages in this game go. Oh, that would be.
So it's
funny
definitely
to watch.
important, and that's why it was. I mean, that's why it was a big deal to cook pork thoroughly. Most
Wait, why was it
parasites
a
are
big
just
deal
under
to-
the surface. No, I mean the ones you're talking about in meat, those just burrow deep into the muscle, which Tommy now knows is meat. Yeah, so they like bury deep into the muscles and like form eggs or cysts there, and those can be quite durable and need like fairly sustained heat to properly kill.
What was the thing with the cooking pork properly back in the day? What did you say about that? Sorry.
Well, that's why it was important to cook pork thoroughly to get rid of the parasites,
Okay, you thought-
because the
Yeah,
U.S. had a problem
Okay.
with, I think it's called trichinella.
Oh well. Either way, I'm kind of with Cass on this one actually.
Yeah, trichinella. That was it. We stopped talking about parasites. Aww. But it's so much fun.
What
Okay,
the
let's
heck?
go back to talking about Eldritch horrors.
Remind me again why you're not a horror VTuber?
I mean, I'm considered. If I rebranded, I'd consider it strongly.
Oh, that's right. You wanted that like marionette.
Yeah, I mean, that was like just my original idea. I'm not really going for that anymore. Like, I was actually thinking, like, if I wanted to rebrand as a horror thing, I'd probably do like Tentacle Monster Woman or something like that.
Oh.
Did someone say doll joints? No. No, there would be no doll joints. Also, to explain again, my original VTuber idea was like you would just have like a perfectly ordinary cat girl, you know, generic pink cat girl, but there would be like limbs attached to her and leading up to this monster hovering above her. And like the joke would be she would never acknowledge the monster existed and always insist she was, you know, just a perfectly ordinary cat girl.
The world record for this stage is 40 minutes. Jeez, I can believe it.
World record for what?
Speed running this stage.
No, for that is untrue for most meats. Oh yes, for bacteria is one thing. I was talking about a worm though, parasites. So bacteria is not considered a parasite. Parasites are a different, medically speaking, bacteria and parasites are different categories.
Izzy's asking like an anglerfish with a cat girl lure.
No, it's more like just an eldritch horror puppeting a cat girl for unknown reasons.
I'm honestly just flabbergasted how common like cat girls and cat boys are. Like I still don't really get it. But
Tommy doesn't like cats.
not really, but I also just don't get why, like, there's so many.
That is because they're very popular, Tommy.
Why are they popular? Is it Nekopara? It's Nekopara's fault,
Because,
isn't it?
no, kangaroos have been popular long before Nekopara.
Oh.
Yeah, because cats are cute.
Dogs are pretty cute, too. You don't see nearly as many dog people.
Cole sneezes.
Well, one out of how many?
I mean, we know a few dog VTubers. Somni's a wolf,
Oh yeah, there's
which is
Leica. Okay.
like a dog.
Foxboy and Fox are underrated.
But
Yeah.
Foxes are also very common. Extremely common. I think they might be more common than cats, actually.
I see more Kitsunes than, like, actual foxes.
I mean, same thing.
Or anyone else.
Kitsunes are.
What?
I mean, kitsunes are just magic foxes.
Oh yeah, Korone!
They're literally just a kind of magic fox.
Look, sorry, I have not been thinking about corporate VTubers in like months, okay? Aside from that one Midwestern one that Leo keeps fanboying over.
Midwestern one?
Nerissa Ravencroft?
Oh. I didn't know she was
Yeah.
Midwestern.
Yeah, she kind of let her accent slip during her debut stream. And Leo was like, oh my god!
What, the completely neutral Midwestern accent?
No. Like the borderline Canadian accent.
Oh. I don't know how Midwestern that is.
Well, it's Midwestern enough that Leo caught on to what it was.
Okay, I don't know where... Wait. Is Leo also up in Michigan?
I don't think in Michigan, but near.
'Cause he's gotta be from... He has to be like from one of the states bordering Canada.
Wait, valid to eat fingers? What? No. Can you fight Leo?
Wisconsin?
He
Oh.
would probably enjoy that, actually.
Is Wisconsin even Midwest?
Wisconsin, that's what it was. I thought it was.
I guess. That's not classically what I think of Midwest, though.
Can't see it.
It's like on the edge of the Midwest.
Paladin, what? I hate this stage. This stage sucks.
Oh yeah, the sisters in Hollow. Oh yeah, I guess they're also dogs.
Oh, right. The whole twins.
Anyways, let's stop talking about corporate VTubers. That subject depresses me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're not the one who brought it up.
I just thought of, like, you know, Crimson One has that line where he says, "You're a slave to history," but you're a slave to capitalism.
Oh,
I guess it would apply
because
to a
they're
lot
like
of people,
corporate.
actually. Yeah.
Everyone's a
trade.
slave to capitalism.
Yeah.
Capitalism makes slaves of us all.
Wage slave, wagey and a cagey.
People are starving on the subway. They have not seen natural light for 300 days.
Whoa, that's
I
almost
think
as
you
long as
can
the
just go
Alicorn
to
was
one of the other
underwater.
stops.
Umbra's. They repeat the Alicorn. Oh, okay, we had the same brain cell there. Nice. Or brain wave, even.
Anyways, the other, I guess, group of Eldritch horrors I've come up with, or family, they were just have a different, less amorphous and more just. Actually, they're actually like, compared to the more amorphous ones from the other family, they're just like actually like hyper detailed and more based on like strips. I guess it's hard to describe.
Ooh, the tendies.
So like my mental image of them is just they're very kind of like the bodies are comprised of very thin ribbons, almost, but they're also like solid. That's kind of to try to reflect how they're hyperdimensional in nature. So they're not limited to 3 dimensions. You know how like they're actually you're only seeing parts of them that are intersecting with 3-dimensional space. Mommy, are you there?
What? Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
You weren't speaking.
Well, you were talking.
And then I stopped talking. I didn't say anything.
I was also
Subway
looking through the
footlong?
shop, sorry. We're robbing a
I don't know if you're going to be an insectoid eldritch cultist at first, but then realized that'll be extremely expensive to do, so you're pivoted.
Oh, yeah, it's fair.
Would it be? I mean, I guess the rigging, if you're talking about live 2D, the rigging would be pretty unconventional, so that would be expensive.
Wait, clipping issues into a feature? What? What?
Clipping is, oh yeah, with like hyperdimensional
Oh, ADC,
aspects.
like active damage carry? What? Is Gangle a lead character?
What?
Or he said Gangle from ADC.
I have no idea what that means. Your friends need to start talking more sense.
I was originally going to be Eldritch-ish with a bunch of horrible animal features stacked on. Oh, Amazing Digital Circus. Ah!
Gangle? There's a
Is that
character in that called Gangle? I don't remember that.
Was it the corrupted one, or?
No, that was like something the clown.
Wait. It's the ribbon guy?
Oh, it's the ribbon.
Oh!
It's the ribbon. Oh, the ribbon person. Oh, okay.
That's like the most nonsense thing. The 2 characters from the series. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did. There's 2 Genshin voice actors in the roster.
Yeah, okay, I don't need to know. Okay?
I didn't say which ones. I know you
I don't need
like
to
that.
know that
Because you somehow
this person
don't-
also voices this and that and that
Because
and
you
that
some-
and that and that and that.
Somehow don't pick up on voices.
I don't want to.
Like you couldn't even.
I don't need to be constantly reminded of how everything is fake and it's just a show, Tommy.
But you couldn't even. Never mind.
I feel like most people can't, Tommy. You're the only person I met who just like constantly stops and is like, oh wait, I know that voice. What have they also been in?
I'm definitely not the only person to do that.
I know you're not, but the only person I've actually watched stuff with that does that.
The comedy mask is broken often, and her depression comes out. Oig.
Like other people might notice, but they're always just like, oh, I gotta stop immediately and figure this out. It's
Well,
extremely
because it's gonna
important.
bug me if I don't.
Exactly.
Be sitting there like, who is that?
Exactly. You can't just accept that you don't know.
What? And then there's other ones that I can pick out right away.
Be content with your ignorance,
What?
of which you have plenty.
Wow.
Mr. did not know meat was muscle. Are you gonna actually tweet that? Make that tweet I suggested?
I don't know. I will consider it.
You should. I was today's years old when I learned that meat was muscle.
Don't even exactly want to play Guild Wars 2. How many can you identify? Oh. There's some great YouTube proofs
No.
of Digital Circus already. Yeah, Hachinashi, unfortunately it is still an MMO. I have tried. I've
Yeah, Tommy's already overwhelmed by playing two gacha games.
well, no, I have other games that I play too, but I mean, it's just like every time I try an MMO, I'm just like, I just kind of bounce off, except for Phantasy Star. And then I got bored when I maxed my character level. Which took a long time, to be fair. Also, the way that the story was handled in terms of, like, UI. Not in terms of the story itself, in terms of the UI around story progression, was just kind of annoying. But the least MMO out there, I don't know, PSO2 was pretty not MMO, which I think is what I liked about it.
I don't know, the combat in Guild Wars 2 has felt very MMO, and by that I mean it's been kind of boring.
The only nice thing about MMOs as a whole is like the character customization. I should say the only consistently nice thing about MMOs, from my experience.
Yeah, true. MMOs, they usually let you put more effort into the character creation.
I love how, like, in media for such a long time, like even somewhat more recently, like MMOs just have like this stigma about them.
Like, what do you
like,
mean?
Creepy basement nerd. Only creepy basement nerds and stalkers play these. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they felt that way about gamers in general.
Yeah.
For a long time.
I remember Mom was watching like a crime drama once, and like the murder case revolved around like this couple that was that met in an MMO or whatever, and like one of them got obsessive or whatever, and I don't know, she was talking about something about, she said I don't remember what she said, but I remember saying to her, like, most people that play MMOs are not like that.
Oh.
Crime drama about horrible. Yeah. Yeah, they want to do they want to cover some niche topic, like some niche mental condition or hobby or whatever, and it's like just the most surface level, half-assed research thing possible. And also, why are they called crime dramas when they're just always murder? Like, just call them murder mysteries. Get it over with.
I mean, because it'd be much less interesting to have a drama about, the case of how someone stole your credit card information.
Well, I don't know, like an episode about like trying to catch like a serial fraudster or like a fisher, like an internet fisher. I think you could make a couple interesting episodes out of things like that. Maybe not like enough for multiple seasons, but you could at least mix it up a little and not just have it be murder of the week. Daily paints on those. True. All crime dramas are just, hey, I read about this subculture on the internet for half a second. Let's make an episode where they murder someone or are murdered. Yeah. Zoom and enhance.
Oh yeah, we can actually do that now with AI.
Ugh.
I mean, obviously, the whole enhancing is just made up, but...
Yeah. Does To Catch a Predator classify as crime drama? I don't know. Maybe?
I think that's a reality show. It's not drama. Dramas have to be scripted. Reality shows are, by definition, not scripted.
And yet, they feel quite scripted, don't they?
I mean, like, in theory. A lot of times they are scripted. But nominally, reality shows, the reality is supposed to be because they're actually real.
Jeez, Audire, you missed
and
so
not
many
just scripted.
spots.
What about this one? Am I missing this spot? Am I missing this spot?
I'm just saying, you gave me grief before.
Am I missing this spot?
You've given me grief when we started playing this about how long
I'm not trying to fully cover everything. I'm just trying to get most of it. And then we'll come back on the second pass.
PvP engage. Tell me a permanent spot. Hey.
Exactly. Wraith knows what's up.
Bruh. Hate it here. Let's take a trip to the PvP enable. Yo, the battle subway for Pokemon Black and White. Let's go. That was such a cool idea. Black and White had Gen 5 had so many cool ideas that they just never did again. Peak Pokemon experience. What?
Sad.
Why sad? Or sad that they never did it again, or?
No, sad that you're talking about this.
Why?
I'm kidding.
He's not permanent as established. We're on Tommy back up 51! You don't want... Aww, Hatanashi.
See, that's the real purpose of the whatchamacallit, Fornius.
To back me up in case of like complete loss.
Reloads your memories.
I guess it
When
could
you
also
die.
theoretically serve as a backup of sorts.
And you'd never even know.
Can I have a spare Tommy? I'm normal and can be trusted.
What was that about, like, public use, Tommy?
I meant public domain. I got free use and public domain mixed up.
But you were into it. You were into the idea.
What? Why are you like this? Pokemon really likes to just drop QOL in some feature in the game. Yeah! I don't know why this series is like... It's always like 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back. It's so bizarre. I'm surprised they kept nature mints and bottle caps for as long as they have. I thought for sure those would be gone. Not to mention berries work completely different in like every single game. Yeah, I miss Megas too. I also am one of the weirdos who misses Z moves because I like my flashy anime finishers. That sounded like there was going to be a second half to that sentence, but there wasn't. That was like the entire thought.
Okay.
Feel Pokemon, but Nintendo frustrates you? Yeah. You could even just like remove.
Yeah, I
the first
don't
half of
really
that
play
sentence.
Nintendo games.
Nintendo frustrates me. They'll make good games, but we could have had Mega Flygon, but apparently they couldn't think of a design. Really? No, I think they were too busy Kanto pandering. No, wait, no. That's not true. There were other Megas, never mind. Or wait, I guess it would be Kanto, because it's like based on a Japanese region, right?
I mean, most of the... at least the early Pokemon regions were all based on parts of Japan.
GF makes questionable game design decisions, but you like how a lot of the new abilities and moves have interesting additional things. Yeah, I'll give him that, yeah. Like, Freeze Dry, the ice move that's super effective against water types. Who normally resist. Yeah, there's a move in the newer games called Freeze Dry. It's super effective against water types. It's an ice move that's...
Astronaut ice cream?
I guess. You're going in the... you're going in the tube. The starters introduced in the gen... Or the starters in the gen where Mega introduced didn't have Megas. Yeah. I mean, you had Ash Greninja, but that was about it. Yeah, Nintendo is weird because, like... And Sakurai does this with Smash, too. Like, you'll have, like, a good game, right? You'll have a good game with a couple questionable choices, and then when you ask them about their questionable choices, they come up with, like, the most unhinged logic to defend themselves with. Oh, well, you know, Dark Pit was added because we had some extra time. He's a separate character slot because 2 of his moves are different. You should be grateful he's in the game at all. Ugh. You could have made him a costume. You could have especially made the ones costumes that are just identical movesets with identical stats and hitboxes. Like, there's no reason to have two functionally twin characters take up different slots.
See, this is why I'm glad I find Nintendo games so mid.
I still think you should play Xenoblade Chronicles X because that is like a legitimately really good Nintendo game, and that's why they've never given it a port or sequel. That, or it's because they couldn't get Sawano's license, or the license for the Sawano soundtrack again. Like,
No, what?
the guy that does like a lot of anime soundtrack, including Attack on Titan, did the soundtrack for Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I can imagine his license would be kind of a pain to get. I think Sony was involved in the licensing of the game soundtrack, in which case, Sony! But, oh wait, why? Oh, Aizu, why did Kojima say Quiet doesn't wear clothes? I'm trying to remember. I know
Oh
I
yeah,
knew
he
it at
said
some
something like
point.
she breathes through her skin or something.
She's a frog?
Yeah, apparently.
Dark Pit is forgivable because his game is great.
Yeah, I remember that controversy. It was because she breathes through her skin, so she has to show as much skin as possible.
Because of the something virus. Ah, yes.
Meanwhile, the creator of Nier Automata is just like, I like girls.
Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting, you know, it is both narratively and in terms of the director for Nier, it does make sense that Nier and Nikke had that collab a while back.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't happen sooner. Why did you sound so irritated?
I was irritated.
Oh, we're not irritated, but like you sounded like, I don't know.
I'm saying, yes, of course.
But you were like,
Nier would
yes.
have that. Nier and Nikke would collab.
Still getting ads for it? That's weird. It ended like a month ago. At least. Yeah, I did manage to get 2B. I haven't really used her though, but I think she's good. I imagine she is. The
Yeah,
limited
and they
collab
made her
characters are
butt even bigger. Because of course they did.
You know the director looked. You know the Nier director looked at that and was like, thumbs up.
Probably.
A2 is better.
But Tommy doesn't look at the butts.
You're right. I don't.
Uh-huh.
I was just saying the direct. Like we were just talking about what kind of person the director is. What? How are these related? Look, I fight a boss in that game while trying to look at the butt. See what happens. See what happens. I assure you, it will not go how you think.
Uh-huh.
Like, try to fight Gravedigger or Altyson. Altyson? However you pronounce it, the train. Those bosses need you to be on your toes. Outside bosses? Well, I mean, you still want to be looking at what you're shooting at. The only way you could really do it is if, like, you're Gravedigger the monster truck? Oh, wow, someone else who knows that. No, it's this giant, like, tunneling machine, basically. Like like a drill snake worm. I guess kind of like the ice worm, without the ice.
All right, my worm.
It's
I
also
forgot
just,
about
like,
that.
the most mechanically challenging boss in the game because it has weak points that you have to keep hitting as they pop up, like quick time kind of weak points.
But
and
isn't
it
there
does
also
not
an
stop
auto
moving.
mode in the game?
There is, but it's not going to hit those weak points for you.
Yeah, I know you can't
You can
do
really-
all the challenging combat, the challenging stages with it, but surely there's stuff that you just gotta farm on a daily basis. That's easy, right? You can just auto it.
I mean, I guess like maybe Simulation Room, but that doesn't take very long at all. Like if you're strong enough where you're autoing things, if you're strong enough where you're going to auto a stage or whatever, it's not going to take very long to clear that stage. This is one of those defense ones, I guess. But even then, you
So
don't want
what
to
you're
auto it
saying
because
is you
sometimes
have
it'll,
plenty
like,
of time then to look at the butts.
Maybe, but I don't auto them. And when I do auto things in that game, I usually do other things like reply to DMs while it's going. You know, the thing you usually do with auto. It won't target B points. Yeah, exactly. Base monster truck enjoy. Monster Patrol was always my favorite as a kid. I liked the spoiler and the police lights.
Oh my god, I'm so bored. I am so bored of this game already.
Did you play... Well, this stage is also just disgustingly long. Did you play Monster Truck Madness 2? I played Monster Truck Madness 2. That was a... I remember that being a fun game.
I just finally finished this wall.
Wait, you also had an RC Monster Patrol. Let's go. Based? Hello, Base Department?
Play something else then? Sure, let's go play Genshin.
Yeah. I wish they would bring back that tower defense event.
Well, I'm sure they'll bring it back eventually.
Your dad repainted it? Your dad repainted... What did he repaint it to? That's interesting. And yeah, Flair did say the speed run for this stage is 40 minutes.
The world record, apparently.
The Nier/Final Fantasy XIV collab dungeon drops a pants item that makes your butt bigger regardless of character gender? Oh. Nice.
You wanted to see me finish that? Cole, there's like 10 million Genshin streamers out there.
But they're not you, Audire.
Yeah, Genshin... What? The last few times I have streamed a Hoyoverse game, there were not many viewers.
Yeah.
So kind of like, I don't really want to stream.
Weird. I guess because it's just like an oversaturated title.
Yeah, I think
so. Colors.
Yeah, it's kind of like... Just kind of like, so like... I noticed also like the Baldur's Gate streams also, they were like... doing terrible numbers-wise.
Yeah, most friends that I
So
had...
just because like it's a super popular game doesn't mean it will actually get viewers.
Yeah.
Texas flag is just red, white, and blue.
Well, but I assume like specific patterns and stuff, you know?
Oh.
And there's me putting a pride flag on the back of my mech and armored core.
Well, yeah. I did it off stream, but there was that like one you do one side quest with a trans girl in Cyberpunk. That's all I had to say.
Oh.
She had a trans flag on her trunk, and then later you find out that she did transition. Which, I mean, obviously it's a totally different story in that universe, where like the mods you can do to your body are so extreme.
Yeah. Claire? Oh, that was her name? About stream
Yeah,
views.
Claire, that was her name.
About stream views, you actually personally tend to forget schedules, so you mostly hop in when YouTube deigns to show you someone streaming in the home screen, which is actually how you got here today. Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like that. Only a few people actually remember my schedule.
Yeah, like it might be easy. Like that might be one thing easier on Twitch, because like on Twitch when you log in, you see all your followed channels who are live.
Oh, YouTube does that too.
Oh, I guess it does.
Like, if I go on YouTube, on the left side, you show your subscriptions, and if they're live, they have that little thingamajig.
Also, wait, yeah, dear, you have been not posting your schedule lately, to be fair.
But yeah, it's because I'm still streaming at my usual times.
Well, I guess it might throw other, like, people in different countries off because of daylight savings.
Oh, true.
Where is the last spot on this section of floor?
Although it's still, I mean, even with
Where?
the way I post my schedule wouldn't help with daylight savings because I always just post it in the local time. Alex, daylight savings is a global thing.
I'm not so sure it is. I don't think Brazil does it.
Oh, well, I don't.
And some parts of
not every
Australia
country?
don't do it. YouTube will show.
Oh, huh. Oh, that makes sense actually. Equatorial countries don't really have a reason to use daylight savings. That makes sense actually.
Oh yeah, I guess they wouldn't. Huh. Yeah,
So,
I guess
Alex, so daylight savings is so basically when it gets to like winter, we set the clocks 1 hour back and then.
Well, it's more the other way around. The time we have during the winter is standard time, and then during the spring and summer we set the clocks ahead an hour.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Same effect either way.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I am subscribed to very few channels, so that I pretty much always see when someone is live.
We seriously spent the entire stream on just this stage? This is ridiculous. Clearly I should have looked into some speedrunning strats.
We're probably not gonna finish the stage today.
We're 81%, we can make it.
And we still have this entire wall. You see, that's super neat. It's actually terrible.
Yeah,
it's literally only done because retail outlets lobbied for it.
Will people have heart attacks and die because of this? Wait, because of the shift? Wait, what?
From like lack of sleep or something.
How do you?
I know it's there's a statistic like when the daylight savings jump happens, car crashes go up for like a week after.
Huh.
It's actually just terrible. But it's only done because for some reason retail outlets think people will shop more if we do it.
So what you're saying is it's another case of capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism. Yeah, capitalism.
Of course. The speedrun for this looks nutty, by the way. You're having to on the side to see, and the tech is mostly just yank the mouse over with a really big washer. It looks like those laser carving machines. Oh, wow. Wait, laser carving machines?
Yeah, just another example of how the government in this country is owned by capitalists.
Wait, shifting
Very
food schedule up and
sad.
down can mess up heart health?
Yeah, Tommy. It can. One of the reasons why I tell you to go to fucking bed.
Well, tell all my friends to stop being in different time zones then. Like, there's some of them that, like, if I went to bed at, like, 10 o'clock, I wouldn't even be able to talk to.
You don't have to go to bed at 10. You should at least go to bed by 11, though.
How does it mess up heart health exactly? Is it because of the circadian rhythm and because, like, your heart rate's lower when you sleep or something?
Because sleep is necessary for good health. And sleep improves about just every single aspect of your health. Or getting good sleep.
Red by Audire. Government bearish. Nah. Just ours.
Huh? What?
That was what Cole said, which might have got filtered actually.
What is language? Government is bad? No. Government is great.
As long as you actually have smart people running it, which, oopsie.
Well, it's also you need them to actually have people's interests. Like, here's the thing, Cole. The reason why Republicans like small government is because government is at least partially answerable to the people, but the corporations are not. So if you have a small government, they can't rein in the corporations, and the corporations can do whatever they like.
And then you get the plot of Armored Core 6.
And that's why we have daylight savings.
And daylight savings.
Yes, and also all sorts of other things. So yes, government good, but some people want you to think government bad because government is what the only thing that can protect you from them.
What?
You don't believe it's possible to have people's interests in mind? I mean, I can tell you that Amazon, Jeff Bezos, definitely doesn't have your interest in mind.
You wish you could sleep more? I don't like sleeping. I wish I didn't have to do it. I can't do things while I'm sleeping. And it's not like I
I mean, yeah,
get
true.
cool
It'd be
dreams
nice if you to just not need sleep.
either. Hopefully I can live long enough to see us be able to get robot bodies.
I don't think that's gonna be coming.
Damn.
The
Beth
government sure doesn't
Jesus.
act like it's supposed to serve us. Well, yes, Cole, that's because it's been captured by the corporations. See, we need to make that not happen, and then government can serve us. We remove the
Element of
people
government?
element. No, we don't remove the people element. We remove the money part of government.
Yeah, all the lobbying and stuff. You think that anyone that's actually qualified to run the government doesn't want the job? You like sleep by having a robot body would be awesome, right? Main ceiling light. Oh, okay. Let me check the checklist. Air vents. This one.
Well, see, that's why a long time ago, or actually a long time ago, in the past, I really didn't like this idea, but recently I've become more open to the idea of like randomly selected people to run the government. Like, instead of having elections, it's a lottery. Literally, any citizen could be randomly selected to have one of these various positions. And obviously, the counter argument to this, okay, but what if you randomly select someone really bad or really stupid or just corrupt? But then the argument to that is, okay, but we already have people who are really stupid and corrupt. So really, like, is it going to be? It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be better and like
Better.
maybe randomly selecting will be better because since they're not elected, if we have like a set term, like a short term, like 2 years or something, you make it so it's not really effective to buy people out, right? It's like you can't lobby if a rich person can't lobby someone specific, or if they do lobby someone specific, they only get to, capture that person for 2 years, and then they have no idea who the next person is going to be, so they have to start all over.
Interesting.
And so, like, and yes, some people might be bad, but in theory, if it's random and you have like fairly short intervals or terms, then over the long run, it should average out the good and bad people, as opposed to the current system where you're like actively selecting for people who are good at getting elected, and people who are good at getting elected are not necessarily good at governing. So the argument with being just having it random, it's just, average. It just averages out. You're not going to be better or worse than the average person. It's just going to be average. So whether or not this is a good idea, I think it depends heavily on whether you think the average politician today is better or worse than the average person.
Worse.
Yeah, and I think most people would agree. Most people would say worse, in which case, the random selection would average out. Should in theory average out to be better. You think there should be more qualifiers in order to earn the right to be part of the government through hard work? No. The moment you start slapping qualifiers on it, Cole, is when it stops being random, and you start selecting. You start biasing your selection. And that just defeats the whole. And that, because if you slap qualifiers on it, then that just becomes an entryway for corruption, for the system to be corrupted. Because then you can start bending the qualifiers to whatever is most amenable to what a particular group wants, or a particular group in power wants. Anyways, it'll never happen, obviously, but it's a neat idea. It's something to think about.
Amenable acids?
Okay, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
It's aren't even close, but okay.
What?
Either issue with your system with the corruption, the bureaucrats would be random. Or you just say, because the bureaucrats are appointed by the random people. Or you can also just have the bureaucrats also be randomly selected. What is an alligator in a vest? Hello, Wilhelme Gomes. Welcome aboard. I'm Audire Astra, your starship vtuber. This is Tommy, Flame Boy.
Yes.
And I don't know what an alligator in a vest is.
There's gonna be some gnarly punchline. It was very straightforward.
I thought you'd like that one more, Tommy.
Oh, I was just surprised that it was something that straight. I thought it was gonna be something more obtuse.
No, Tommy, those kinds of jokes are always just something really basic. They're like something I feel like books of jokes, for children.
Oh, yeah. What if we did... I just had an idea. What if we did an ad-lib stream?
Like, how would that work?
Well, isn't it like... what the host reads off stuff? Reads off, types of words, and then, the other person has to fill it in?
I've never watched and seen this done.
Or, sorry, Mad Libs. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah. Ad lib is just the actual term. Whoopsie.
Is it?
What is a witch in a beach? Yeah, I got no clue.
Is it? Oh yeah, Mad Libs is Cards Against Humanity, but not,
Sandwich.
terrible.
Gosh darn it. Yeah. Well, that's all the more reason to do it over Cards Against Humanity, then.
Yeah, true. You don't want to stream Cards Against Humanity. You will get banned from YouTube very quick.
You get banned from the accent links.
What is a witch and a beach, a sandwich? Oh, I know that one. I've
never
that
heard
one
that
before.
one, actually. Now this one is easy. Okay. What? Hello.
Hello. So much moss. How does moss even grow down here?
What did the buffalo say to his son when he left? Wait,
I have not heard this one before.
Do buffaloes moo? Important question. What is your social security? Because if buffaloes moo, maybe it's like something like
517.
if buffaloes moo, then it's like, oh, well, I'm moving.
Oh, bison.
Ah! I'm.
Have you noticed they're all puns, Tommy?
Yeah, but I don't know how I'm
Your specialty.
not figuring it. Apparently not these kind of puns.
Oh my god, the stage is so long.
Yeah.
Your magnum opus. Alright, Gilherme, hit us with it.
Like,
Buffalo Wild Wings is very expensive. Depends. I will say it is much cheaper. I just buy my favorite dry rub from Buffalo Wild Wings and just spread it on some normal chicken nuggets. I was like, this tastes just as good. Really. What did the Transformer say to his girlfriend when she was about to break up?
Question mark? Yes! Yes!
You got it, Tommy.
Okay, I'm glad I got at least one. Everyone misses one. Go figure, it's the only one I hit.
Transformer jokes. You have no idea how much Tommy loves Transformers.
Yeah, it is one of those shows I grew up with a lot of. Mostly the anime adaptations. The Gen 1 cartoon was a bit before my time, although I did watch some episodes of it when they had it on the hub or whatever. It's funny how, like, goofy Gen 1 Transformers is compared to how Transformers is now.
Look at how much is left and realize this is like 6%.
Yeah, this stage is huge.
How much are they paying us? Whatever they're paying us for this, it's not enough.
Yeah. I should be paid in, I don't know.
Although I guess in real terms, if getting paid like $6,000 for 2 hours of work, that's pretty good.
That,
Granted,
yeah,
it is gig work, so like you're not always going to be working. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like voice actor work.
Aw. I'm glad you don't mind me rambling about things you have no idea about, Paladin. You got one joke idea? Alright, hit us.
I think in real life, something like this would definitely be like a $100,000 cleaning job or something.
The indomitable human spirit when faced with the vast expanse of a subway. What is the Optimus video lack? Prime subscription? Or Prime movies, yeah. Optimization? Oh. Huh. Not what I
I
expected
don't
from
get
that
it.
one.
Other than just like optimize.
Yeah. Admittedly, when I think of optimization, I think more of games than videos. But
Yeah, true. I mean, the video player needs to be optimized.
oh, yeah.
It might be funnier if instead of Optimus, you say like Megatron. What does the Megatron lack? Optimization.
What does Megatron's streaming service lack? HP games.
Yeah, something like, yeah, why did Megatron's video game fail?
It wasn't
Like it lacked
optimized.
yeah, it wasn't optimized. Something like that.
God, the Gen 1 cartoon is so goofy, though. Like, not that like the newer series don't have like goofy moments in them, but like the entire thing was. I mean, I guess it was just kind of made to be like a City Skylines 2 made by Megatron confirmed. Freaking 6,000 polygon teeth or whatever.
I don't know if that
On
was
like.
oh, was that real?
On like. I think so.
Oh. I mean, my 1 million polygon model runs pretty well, so.
But it is also just one model. It's not, 6,000 for like dozens and dozens of models. I don't know. I feel like maybe more polygons on one model isn't as bad as like a.
Oh,
smaller...
that's definitely the true. So there's something that is emphasized a lot when making 3D VTuber models is that having more shaders is more renderers or sort of mesh objects is a bigger deal than having more polygons.
No LODs, 100k vertex pile of logs. Like, that sounds like something Bethesda would do.
No, Bethesda's better about optimizing than that. But that's more just like some Unreal Engine 5 stuff.
Oh wait, was the Starfield sandwich real?
No.
Oh.
That was actually the TF2 sandwich.
Oh. Of course it was. Why am I not surprised?
You have been bamboozled by misinformation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't entirely bamboozled. That's why I asked if it was real, because I thought I remembered something about it being debunked. I keep hearing that, like, ding, ding, from, like, that station or whatever, and I keep thinking, because it's, like, muffled behind the water, I keep thinking I'm hearing, like, a mourning dove.
I don't hear that at all. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's only every so often. The TF2 coconut fake. What, the coconut that supposedly breaks the game if you delete it, or, like, the game won't run without it? That's fake? Oh. 99%.
Alright, what's left? What's left? What did we miss?
Clocks, maintenance doors.
Tommy, the train is coming. Yeah, Tommy, it's time to get isekai.
No.
Just push him onto the tracks.
No. What the heck
We'll
is
be
wrong
on
with
Tommy
you?
52.
What?
It's okay. It's okay, we have backups.
No. Oh, that's what you meant. No.
Yeah, see Tommy 52 soon.
No, you don't. You don't have to make a sacrifice for anyone.
Oh, this is still dirty.
Yeah. Oh, so what are you gonna be streaming tomorrow, by the way?
So big. Oh, Armored Core.
Okay. Yeah, on Sunday.
We will continue. And then maybe I'll do that whole zoophilia discussions stream next week.
That is a sentence you just said.
Okay, fine. Maybe it's a bad idea. I can tell people are not into it. Disappointing, kinda. That's what she said? Yes, Cole, that is what I said.
I think he was referring to the "it's so big" comment.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hi, Charles.
Zoophilia? Were you not here at the beginning of stream, Wraith?
Platform floors.
So basically, I was talking about how on Twitter, I saw people discussing this journal article, and the journal is called the Journal of Controversial Ideas. And this was like this 12-page or something philosophical treatise arguing that having sex with animals is actually okay. Ethically.
You know.
And I was like, wow, this would be a fun thing to talk about on stream. I've been wanting to do a bit more like philosophical content. This is a great opportunity. But it feels like people are not into it, the idea.
I will say, I don't say this sort of thing very often at all, but maybe some people really do just need Jesus.
Does the Bible have much to say about the subject? Actually,
I'm pretty sure it just says "do not."
does it though? Does it actually?
I'm pretty sure at some point it was made to be a bad thing.
Let me see. Let me Google this.
Just tell me it actually says.
Oh, Leviticus 18. Okay, there are some. There are some. Okay, but this is. Okay, to be fair, this is also the part of the Bible with a bunch of other rules that everyone ignores, like,
Oh.
thou shalt not, you know.
Mix fabrics or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Flair?
Also, the Bible also, by the way, this is the chapter of the Bible also says that having sex with your daughter is okay.
What?
Yeah.
Weak. The Old Testament was some crazy times.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, this is totally. I mean, the part with all the rules is always Old Testament. Like Jesus didn't really talk too much about rules
Platform lights.
for living.
Grandparents wanted you to read the Bible. Long story.
Oh, I read the Bible.
I think the Bible
It's a definitely a worthwhile read. It's really boring in certain parts, particularly like Psalms and Prophets is like. So,
Oh, yeah.
Not Prophets. One of the other sections that begins with P, but it's also just all just like it's like Psalms. It's all just short passages. It's like super boring.
Jesus was more into flipping tables and vibing with friends. Oh, you're right. You're right. That is also true, Charles.
You're trying to understand the philosophy of it? I mean, so the gist of the argument is basically that while there's not really much reason why it's bad from an ethical perspective, and so the main argument against it is like, oh well, animals can't consent. And then so they talk about like, okay, so what is consent? And you know, why is it important, and what makes animals unable to consent, specifically
Lack of sentience.
to like, well, the thing is like, we do all sorts of other things to animals that they consent to, like, you know, kill them for food. So like, why is it okay ethically to kill an animal for food without its consent, but then like sex is not okay? And
But I'm assuming
so.
they have,
I think so. Like, once you get past the initial just ew reaction, I think they raise some valid points, but I also have some counter arguments like to that. But then I also have counter arguments for my own counter arguments. So I think it is a topic worth discussing. The problem is, if people aren't into it because the initial reaction is just, wow, ew, that's disgusting.
No, saying yourself is coming, you're definitely not prepared for it. I wasn't either. I wasn't either.
Well, I guess people don't really tune into VTubers to
For philosophy.
listen to ethical philosophy.
Yeah. Oh, tunnel light. Flashbang by words.
Food for survival and the other thing for I mean, that's also questionable flair because, like, especially in modern society, you don't really need to eat meat to survive. So it's debatable how much for survival you actually need to eat meat for, especially considering, like, from an environmental perspective, vegetarianism is better overall for the survival of the human race, probably. At the very least, cows, like large animals like cows, are probably, eating them is probably bad for survival overall, as for humanity. Conversation like this do broaden perspective. Like, yeah. I do think it's important to be able to question taboos. Like, you should be able to think through them rationally and be able to come up with good arguments. If it's actually like a justifiable taboo, you should be able to, it should not be that hard to explain why it is taboo. For example, like, pedophilia is obviously it's a taboo. It's really easy to justify because it hurts children. So that's easy.
Yeah.
Like, actual child abuse of actual people. But, you know, things like transgenderism or LGBT, gay sex and all that.
Yeah.
That's also been taboo before. And ultimately the reason why it's taboo is for the same reason as pedophilia is from a emotional perspective. Like, people just think it's nasty, so they're like, let's ban that. And
Well,
for
maybe
those
people are nasty.
it's harder to come up with good arguments, just rational arguments for why these should be banned.
Oh.
Didn't several STDs come from copulation with animals?
I've never heard
I think there's very
before.
little evidence of that. I mean, I think there's like, well, here's the thing. It's really hard to actually know where a disease came from, especially if you're talking like ancient diseases, because most STDs have, other than like HIV, most STDs have been around
How do you even
for as long as human civilization has. So what were you saying, Tommy?
We finished the job.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to start another one. I'm kind of
But
sick
you,
of.
well, but like you can bring up the things of like, you know, I don't know.
Oh,
Like, we don't have to start it. We can just. What?
sorry. I was busy. I was busy. We only
lost
made
in the game.
$2,000 for that. That's crazy.
Wow.
We got gypped. Clean the fortune teller's wagon.
Oh. Congrats on finishing the job. Yeah. Oh, a smallish one.
I'm not. We're not doing this today. No, bad, Tommy. Stop.
Why?
Stop.
Why?
Bad, Tommy. Bad, Tommy. Stop. Stop.
Why? But you mentioned whether the whole while killing can be justifiable for fruit or defense, essay serves no purpose in either of those. Also a topic of discussion of war crimes. and
Shouldn't
such.
go over it just as is. I mean, I wasn't going to. I was like going to add my own commentary and discussion about it. That was the point. Killing can be just for fruit or defense. Activity serves no purpose in either of those. It's also a topic of discussion of war crimes and such. I mean, yes, but my counter to that would be like, in the modern world, eating is especially eating meat is more for pleasure than survival. Like, yes, you need to eat food to survive, but you're not eating a steak or something, or fried chicken. You're not eating that to survive. You're eating that for pleasure because it tastes good.
Well, isn't steak also like generally healthy?
Well, no, but steak's expensive, is what it is. Yeah. If you're just doing survival, you're like trying to get most nutrition for your buck. That's a different story. Don't make her lower you even further. Yeah, Tommy. You want to become even shorter?
No.
Chop off a few inches.
No.
Take off those heels.
No, not my heels. Meats are all cut from the same cadaver. You just go with more ethics.
That's why I'm saying, like, if for pure survival reasons, meat, especially of large animals like cows, is not necessary. It's actually counterproductive for survival. Like, eating too much, like cattle in particular, take so much resources that you could feed so much more people on so much less land and water if you didn't eat cattle. Or if humanity didn't eat cattle. Tommy 53 will be 5'3".
Please no. Vegetarians are saying they'll eat or use everything on the pig except the oink.
Yeah, that's more from a historical perspective. That's very justifiable. From in modern society, it's more questionable. You can say that killing animals is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you want to say that, you have to actually like believe it. And like, I'm not a vegetarian, so I want to come up with an argument for why eating meat is okay because I like to eat meat. So I feel like if you are a vegetarian, by all means, that is a valid argument for you. But for non-vegetarians should not pretend to be vegetarians for the purpose of ethical debate, because that feels dishonest to me. Like, yes, it's a valid argument, but it's obviously not one you really believe.
There's long-term negative psychological
Maybe, but...
That is one way to put it. Oh, what is this stream? Why do the Powerwash streams always end up being completely unhinged?
Well, that's because they're basically just chatting streams. It's harder to... Well, the other thing is, even if that's true, Cole, like, people are allowed to make choices that harm them.
Like buying the wrong kinds of black lights for your festival.
Well,
and blinding everyone.
That's okay. I would not use that example. I'm thinking like drugs,
Oh, yeah.
alcohol. Like, it's considered ethically okay to drink alcohol or use, maybe not, your stance on drugs may depend, but generally, as a society, we think it's okay for people to drink alcohol even though it's bad for you.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it's like, well, so where do you draw the line? Like, how bad must the effects from porking the pork be? And that also applies to the STD argument, right? Because yeah, you could get some weird STD from an animal, but you also can get weird STDs from people. And we're not saying that you can't have sex with people.
Also, it is interesting that, like, now that I think about it, it's interesting how many people, especially like back in the day, were like okay with alcohol, but no, you can't have weed. That's the devil's lettuce there.
Yeah, so that it's sort of like
Mind altering for me, but not for thee.
The argument is that, like, you have to draw a line somewhere. Like, people have to be allowed to make choices that are bad for them to some extent. Otherwise, they're not like free, right? You have to balance between their well-being and their freedom or their right to self-determination. So there are some things we say that people shouldn't be allowed to do, like suicide, but some less harmful things. So there's a line to be drawn. Where exactly you want to draw the line is something that's debatable, but
wait.
I think most people would agree that you can't just ban people from doing everything that could be bad for them. That's way too restrictive.
Weed was criminalized, but wow, I can't believe Big Tree is the reason. The game over tree? No, that's Canada.
Criminalized by the lumber lobby? I have not heard that. Let's see, the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937 effectively made possession or transfer of marijuana illegal throughout the United States under federal law.
Hemp was an alternative to wood pulp paper, so that was industrial hemp is super useful.
In 1936, the Federal Bureau of Narcotics noticed the increase of reports of people smoking marijuana. Passed out a legislative plan, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Spread a public perception that there were connections between cannabis and violent crime. Some scholars argue that the goal was to destroy the hemp industry. However, it is unlikely that in the 1930s hemp became a threat for newspapers owners.
Hey, Audire, off topic. Do you notice something about the background?
Is there a volcano?
It's active now. It was not before.
Is the next stage gonna be like cleaning up the
connection
ash
timed
from the
out?
volcano?
Huh? Not quite. Bushfire. Oh, you didn't close the game, did you?
No, I'm still here.
What the heck? Why did it?
I think your connection just glitched out.
I don't think we did, Cole. Next stage is cleaning the Triassic extinction event.
Oh boy.
Cole, I don't think we cleaned that. I don't think we did that yet. I don't remember doing that on stream. I did clear the entire game on my solo file, but...
Okay, yeah, so I think the hemp thing is more of a conspiracy or alternative theory. I don't want to call it a conspiracy. It's more of an alternative theory. I think the prevailing explanation for why marijuana was criminalized is because it was mostly used by black people, and so the connected it to jazz music and violent crime. So it was a way, basically it was a way to like...
Not jazz music.
It was basically a way to oppress black people.
They could not acquire a taste for...
Who were the main users of marijuana
They
at the
could
time.
not acquire a taste for freeform jazz.
And apparently the American Medicals Association at the time opposed the ban, which I did not know. That is an interesting... Better increase the death counter? Oh boy.
What?
Tommy 52,
No.
here we come.
No!
Also, okay. Tommy, I said we're not cleaning this. Okay,
But you
we're not
started
doing this
cleaning it
today.
too! What's your excuse?
Because you were doing it.
Uh-huh, so what? If I jumped off a cliff, would you jump off too?
Yes, because you can fly. We can both fly, Tommy. Jumping
Bad
off a cliff.
example.
Tommy jumps off a cliff,
Just
flies off.
Yeah. A lot of the reason drugs got banned or not too back then was also just profit margins. Opium had its time in the spotlight, and sugar technically still does. Suddenly you feel all of Audire's ethical arguments are sketchy. Huh?
Huh?
I think self-destruct. Oh yeah, if I self-destructed, would you too? Wait, I don't have a self-destruct.
I don't have a self-destruct either. Why would I want? Why would I want a self-destruct?
Sugar should be more regulated. You're right.
Okay, we're leaving this.
Oh.
I'm gonna kick goodbye, Tommy. No more cleaning for you.
Double standard on cleaning.
I'll be honest, I was just totally unconsciously doing that.
Weh. Caffeine and taurine? Taurine?
You have flight and can... Yeah, Tommy can just fly off a cliff and deliberately
Meat,
fly
fish,
into the ground.
An amino acid from meat, fish, and eggs? Wait, what? What am I missing here?
What?
Flair mentioned taurine.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let me see some other articles from this journal. The word that dare not speak its name.
Energy drinks? Oh, yeah, energy drinks. Energy drinks are hecked up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, taurine. What does that have to do with anything? Huh?
I guess it's in energy drinks. In regards to, like, drugs and profit margins.
Oh.
Did not know that. What are you doing now, Audire?
I'm just looking through some of the other articles in this journal. Is this like an article for like arguing that we should be able to say the N-word? I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
I mean, it refuses to it's talking about words that you're not allowed to use. So immediately I'm jumping to the N-word.
Sus.
I was talking sex and sexual orientation, gender and sexual preference.
Oig.
This paper argues that a sex-based conception of sexual orientation remains plausible.
I feel like that's enough internet for me.
I have no idea what this one's on about.
Simply.
Identity representation and the canon in classical music. This article, from a British perspective, examines the imprecise but weighted vocabulary which drives the debate around classical music. Okay. Feminist separatism revisited. conflict over who belongs in women-only spaces is now part of mainstream political debate.
Oh boy. I've had enough internet for one
Oh,
day.
so this is interesting. This is like an article trying to like deep dive into why
Turfs.
turfs think the way they do.
Because they're stinky.
The dating dupe, the limits of biosocially unfriendly sociology.
That is a sentence.
Oh, this one's boring. It's about online dating. Blah.
Oh.
Anyways. Yes, Cole? What is it? Anyways, so I already mentioned tomorrow I'll be playing more Armored Core. You can feel free to show up for that one. We're gonna continue trying to get S ranks with the tank, and only the tank.
S rank tank. S rank tank. S rank
Yes,
tank.
the S tanks.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna
And
be
here there's a series of
purgatory.
questions you can answer that make people fall in love if they do them together. I doubt it. Yep. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.